There we go. Alright. This is the video of my progress of repairing the old Escort. Here we go. As you noticed, you'll see towels everywhere, and the carpet's rolled up a bit because I had this whole thing painted black inside and here. Because this whole section here had some bit of surface rust, and some didn't have surface rust, so it went ahead and started protecting some of it. And you can see here everything's a mess. But surprisingly, it is really not that bad at all. Imagine trying to do this. It was a two-door model. Two-door model, you had like fight with every single panels ever. Of course, here's the spare tire. I need to pop that off. But yeah, this is actually a spare tire cover that came up from an older Ford car that had a big giant spare tire in the trunk. But I was thinking it probably might work better to use it to keep it from rattling that much. There's the wires for the speakers. This part right here actually had the worst of it, and you could tell somebody patched that up. So let's hope that lasts some more many miles. Time will tell. We hope. I hope. Anyway, you noticed over here, I actually have installed a backup camera system. Because there's the transmitter wire, and the wires for it goes. First half the wires down here, way up here, right here. Okay, the wire goes through the tail light. The wire goes right through the side of the tail light. I took this tail light off, installed some rubber washers in there, and it goes right through here. It goes right through the tail light wires. And you can tell here that some of the wiring work is actually going right through here. Hold by zip ties. I need to put some more duct tape on that. But once that panel goes on, you'll never see the transmitter or anything. Only thing you probably will see is just this wire here, which you'll never see because it has to be closed. But you need to look for some wire cover or something. And the other half of the wire feeds right through the framework. Ended up right here. Hence the duct tape. Everything works good with duct tape, but I won't recommend using it for repairing rusty holes or patchwork or holding up a bumper. So let's go ahead and see the other side. As you can see here through the window, everything's pretty much looking like that. Got the old child assistant lock system. And let's go with painting the towel. So we take the towel off. You see the seatbelt piece is still blue, and half the parts are still blue, which is great. Which that works out pretty good. Since the paint's already dry already, I'm going ahead and remove some of it off. And it's inside the car already. Remove that out. It's a little dusty in here, but other than that, it's not too bad in here. It needs to get high in here, really easy because of the. And here is all the bolts for the panel work. So let's go ahead and put this car back in place. These are the things for the seat belt, for the seat. And I gotta need to lift these up. It's hard to do this by one hand. But besides that, here we go. it's a little pain in the butt to get that, but it looks good. As you can see here, here's the carpet. Looks in fantastic good shape. I need to now get that piece back on. Let's go ahead and mess with the other side. But I need to do some vacuum in here because this whole thing is a mess from years of dirt and dust, which is normal for these older cars. What I need to do now is put the panels back in place. And pretty much you can see here's the work here. You can see the carpet is not covered in black paint, nor the seat belts. They're still blue. They got a little bit of black on the hinges, but you're not going to see much of that. And you can tell here, you see the wiring for this, the wire work. You cannot actually see because it's all blend in. And let's go ahead, take this off. That actually is a screw. Hold that in place. I'm going to temporarily put that back on so that you see how I did it. And I'm going to tighten that up with a screwdriver. Yeah. And then that will be permanently tight when I get the screwdriver out. So, and get these panels back in place too, but I'm going to have to wait till I get the rear panels back on. You can see here it's kind of like cup up a little bit here because, and I'm going to need to vacuum a little bit, but hey, that's why I'm going to do last minute detail work. Anyway, you can see it. This is the front of the car. Door panels look magnificent, great shape. And of course, the old headliner. And steering wheel, motorized seatbelts, original AM, FM cassette player. The little thing right there is for the screen. Dash pad cover. And you can install the ashtray back on. Oh yeah, air freshener. It has a weird little smell in here, but I'm going to put a new one in and get rid of smell paint. Well, and of course you probably noticed, yeah, there's an old 1931 Ford Model A sedan back here too. Well, that's my dad's old car, so yeah, this garage was built to hold 2 cars originally. So yeah, it was stretched up in case we need work on our personal cars. So, and my car is in here temporarily to get fixed up, and it'll be outside in the garage. It'll be outside soon, and probably parked out there where the truck is at. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful day. But unfortunately, I can't sit in the garage here too long because it gets hot in here. Not too bad outside, but yeah, this thing feels like a sauna. So I'm going to go ahead and start by go ahead and get the first half pieces together. I could do, because I got a busy schedule today. Go ahead and pop these covers back on for the shock absorbers. But I dig these little burgers. Then the next step, install the insulation of, reinstall the back seat in here, panels, clean out the carpet that's on the mount on the top half of the seat. If you wonder where I put the other half of the parts at, I'll show you what the parts are at. There's the back portion of the panels. This is the panel right here that originally was on it. Of course, it's unsung bake. Had to replace it because it got damaged right there. But hey, that's what happens. You go to pick apart and pull apart for a while. And here's the panels that goes on both sides here. And you clean them up, put them back in. There's the cargo piece right here. Spare tire cover. The 2 big back panels are here. Both sides, with the speaker still attached. Yeah. And here's the insulation parts. I need to get those back on soon. And the other parts are inside this box in here. Oh shoot, it's got the license. Well. And the back half of the seat is in here. It's in here temporarily until it get replaced. It's in here temporarily, but soon it's going back in the car in the sedan when I have this seat in the way. That's where the part to it is at. Here's a shot of the front headlight. And I also found this little chrome trim on an 86 LX. And you know what the funny thing is? I didn't drill a single hole. But that would be on the next segment of the video when the car is put back together. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see it, but it's got a 1990 Indiana license plate. That's been a plate that's been on the car in 1988. Interesting little fact right there. Beautiful color. Of course, you probably know this is called split nickel blue, or split nickel blue. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Yeah, but you can see here, this car is in magnificent good shape. The only major rust it actually had so far was at the shock towers and there. And you get that thing sanded down and paint it, and then you'll never see that punch work. But other than that, it's not bad shape for a classic 88 Escort. But of course it turns out it's actually built in 87, so this is an early 88. Built in October of 87. But you can see so far this car looking pretty good so far. This wire out of the way. I'll show you inside the powered portion of the car a little better. I had it running, but unfortunately the battery just went dead on me again. So I need to get a new battery or charge the old battery up. But this is what the inside of it looks like better. And you can see here, it's in great shape. Come on. Yeah, I have the door closed all the way next to my leg. But this is really interesting too as well. There's the original miles on this car. That's actually the miles on this car. 58,000 miles. Can you believe that? Interesting. Of course, this trim panel piece is not the original one because it would have a blue stripe on it. Fortunately, I only found one that looks not damaged, and it came in from an 89. But you know what? It actually fitting there like a glove. So, and that's why I have this little black insert. I had black insert already. That's the original piece there, and the original piece down here too. So yeah. The RPM gauge is a little whacked a little bit, but it does work. And of course, everything is off, shut off. That's the overhead console piece. And yeah, it's got manual windows and manual locks. But hey, that's okay with me because I'm really going to rely more on this. Well, the shifter's in the way, but you get the idea. But one thing about this car is got power mirrors, baby. Power mirrors. And of course it has these motorized seatbelt system. But on the next video, you're not going to see the opening space back here no more. Panels go back on it. New carpet's already back in place already. Back seat's going to come back on. And pretty much this car is going to look like it's going to be beautifully back together again. And you never know I gutted it. So yeah, here's a last shot of the gutted back half. And that's it. The end.